The punter, Bradley Pinion, will handle kickoff duties. And off we go from Charlotte. On the return, here comes Blackshear. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. They are led out by the veteran, the one they call the Red Rifle, dating back to his old days at TCU. It's Andy Dalton.
The man known around the league as the Red Rifle, and what an NFL career he's had up until this point, Mike. I mean, think back. At one point, he's the Pro Bowl quarterback routinely leading his team to the playoffs. Now, he's the experienced backup. He's bringing a lot of veteran presence to every locker room he finds himself, and one thing's for certain. When he gets a shot to play in the game, you could certainly do a lot worse than having him in your starting lineup.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Now they'll set up to throw. To the left side, into the hands of Leggett. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw, still result in a big gain.
Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. They go right back to Leggett. He's got it again. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. The motion man is Johnson. Now Dalton. They'll try to set up the screen here. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
The job of the offensive lineman is the key piece to a successful screenplay. They have to balance this fine line between stopping the defensive lineman from getting to the quarterback too quick, but also let that defensive lineman think he's got a free rush at the quarterback. That's the balance and the timing that made this play so successful, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. A give up the middle, it's Hubbard. That would qualify as an angry run, powering his way forward. A pickup of 7. Second down and 3. Here's Dalton. He'll dump this down to Hubbard. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
And he's come out of the game on fire here, Mike, early. He's yet to throw an incompletion on this opening drive, and as he now approaches the opponent's side of the field and they start thinking points on that other sideline, this defensive play caller has to be looking at that call sheet saying, what can I do to slow this guy down? Because with the way this game has started, he could be in for a big day. Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Sending a receiver right. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on 3rd. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates. the score! A pick six for the touchdown. Well, that changes the story quickly. Looked like a very nice opening drive to start. Instead, Greg, it goes back the other way, and the defense scores first.
And Mike, early on, that's exactly how they drew it up. They wanted to come out and establish themselves with this first drive of the game, and then all of a sudden, disaster strikes. Not only do they turn the ball over, the defense is able to take it all the way back for the pick six.
Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. His kick is good, and the Falcons will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Blackshear. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The home team's offense ready to take over once more. They are obviously still smarting from that pick six a moment ago. Quick 7-0 hole. Try to start digging out now with 1st and 10. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They send him right out of the slot. Right back to the air following that pick six. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Every offensive coordinator has drive starters, meaning it's a completion, it's a run play that we feel great about, it's a screen. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And that won't get a whole lot, maybe a yard, but that's it. Here now, 3rd and 5. They'll put a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, they'll throw from the gun. He's got his tight end, Sanders. And he puts his head down and he picks up the 1st down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Mingo, the man in motion. Dalton to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Now the first carry for Miles Sanders. He'll get about 2. Caden Ellis in on that stop. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. From out of the gun, he'll throw, and that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and For this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
The Falcons, led out by their quarterback, Kirk Cousins. One of the big moves in the offseason, Atlanta acquiring Cousins in free agency. He had 6 years in Washington, the last 6 in Minnesota, and now he begins his run this season with the Falcons.
In my opinion, Mike, if they expect to leave here today with a win, they're going to have to be aggressive early and often. They might not connect on all of them, but pushing the ball downfield could open up a lot of opportunities for you to take advantage as this game unfolds.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Now the second-year man out of Texas, Bijan Robinson. And he'll find some space, taking it for 6 out to the 26-yard line. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Another run here for Robinson. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. And that one incomplete.
These are the kind of plays that give running backs bad names. I mean, there's nothing fancy about this. You're wide open, the ball's on target. He just flat out dropped it.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. He's got his man. It's Mooney. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a 4th down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
The home team's offense ready to get back to work. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Get this drive started on the ground. It's Hubbard. Oh, short gain there to about the 22. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. The motion man is Johnson. Dalton. Going to set up the screen here to Hubbard. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
All right, Mike, so the way they teach these screen plays to the offensive lineman is you got to stop the defender's feet. You just don't want him to get a free, clean rush to the quarterback because you're so worried about getting out in front of the back. Stop his feet, make him start his rush over again before you slip out. Ball gets dumped right over the rusher's head. Bang, now you're in the open field.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. They'll run it here with Hubbard. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. second down.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
On the ground, it's Sanders. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
And that is incomplete.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up, Mike. You can see he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes, and once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it and breaking it up.
So it's fourth down. They'll call on the punt team as he's on to punt for the second straight drive. And he'll get something there on the return, able to take this back to the 20-yard line. The Falcons offense about ready to take over once more. They lead it here early 7-0 as they start with a 1st and 10. London brought in motion. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down, Cousins. That's caught. It's Hodge. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? From the 35, it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. There's Kyle Pitts with the grab. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
He's got this to Bijan Robinson. He'll be out of bounds, but after picking up the first down on a gain of 7.
Automatic first down.
Here's Cousins throwing from the pistol. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Cousins now on second down. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
Cousins out of the gun on third down.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. The Panthers offense and their back Chuba Hubbard set to come back on the field. And he's been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers here in the first half. This defense is going to need to find a way to key in on him because he's eating them up right now. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. The motion man is Johnson. To throw is Dalton. That's taken in right side by Leggett. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. They motion a receiver right. Throwing, Dalton. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
There was tight coverage all across the field. I think the quarterback thought he had the arm strength to fit this one into a pretty small window, but the defense wasn't having it. They were all over it, and I think the quarterback actually got away with one there.
3rd down, 3 to go. Now it's Dalton. He's done his man, complete to Johnson. And it's a big play. He's finally taken down. What a way to end the first. They can't wait to start the next quarter. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. The motion man is Sanders. They'll look to throw yet again. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
As a pass rusher, you don't always need to record a sack to make your presence felt. Creating pressure, move the quarterback, affect his timing. Those are all different ways to take pressure off your coverage unit.
On 2nd down, a run with Hubbard. And the Panthers are going to be set up with 1st and goal. He couldn't quite break the plane, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short.
Just watch the speed of the pursuit out of this safety on this tackle, Mike. His ability to play from depth and attack the line of scrimmage and meet that ball carrier in the hole and keep him to no gain. You don't see a lot of safeties able to make that tackle in the open field. That's pretty impressive.
Oh, he feels the pressure, and he'll go down back at the 6.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
So can the defense come up with the early stop here on 3rd and goal? Now Dalton. He He pulls it in around the 5. And he can only salvage a couple there. Down to the 3. And now it's 4th and goal.
Once the quarterback sensed that pressure was coming, I think his time clock started going off, and he said, I'm not going to have enough time to let the original play develop. So what does he do? He tries to settle by throwing the ball quicker, get it underneath the sticks, and rely for run after catch, and he's going to get stopped short of the first down. You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. McLeod now to return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Falcons offense ready for this next possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Mooney in motion. Open man downfield, that's London. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game. So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
On 2nd down, Cousins again. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. To throw is Cousins. And that is incomplete.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being completed.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he is on to punt for Atlanta. Oh, how good was that? Out of bounds, and they're going to mark it at the 2. The home team's offense make their way out to take over once more. They are backed up about as far as you can be, operating from their own 2-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Sanders to start the drive. And he'll be brought down at about the 13-yard line.
We've seen this trend throughout the league, Mike. Offensively, everyone wants to have depth at the running back position. Yeah, it's great to have one guy, but if you could have 2 or 3 that can all come in and contribute on the ground, that's the goal, and we're seeing it here.
Now Hubbard, and he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. The motion man is Sanders. Here's Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
Slot man in motion right. On third down, they'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Falcons offense ready to get back at it. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Now, Cousins. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
Throwing is Cousins. Quick throw, taken in. Finding room at midfield. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
1st and 10 now from the 36. Cousins gonna throw. That's caught left side by Pitts. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Give to Robinson from the pistol. And he moves down to the 25. That's good enough for a 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Cousins. Now a deep ball toward the end zone.
Every team has those vertical shots, Mike. They're on the call sheet, and they feel like they can get behind the defense. I think that was one of them, and just couldn't quite connect downfield because he had pretty good separation.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
We spent so much time talking about quarterbacks and the special plays that they can make. And, of course, that's a big part of playing quarterback in the NFL. But also, can you avoid the bad plays? Do you know when the fight is over and live to play another down? Don't take that sack. Throw the ball away, get back out there on 3rd down, and give yourself a chance.
Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. He'll try to run for it. And he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play.
Sometimes it's just a case of taking what the defense gives you. And here's One of those examples, there's nowhere for him to go with the ball. For a minute, it looked like he was going to be able to pick up this first down with his legs. The defense rallies, brings him down short of the first down marker, sets up fourth down.
The field goal unit on the sideline. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush, and it will lead to a turnover on downs.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
The Panthers offense ready to get back at it. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. The motion man is Sanders. Dalton to throw. That one complete to Johnson. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
Dalton. There's a short one caught by Sanders. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. They're going to run right over center with Hubbard. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on 3rd down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on 4th down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Pitts is the man in motion. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
1st and 10. Pitts is the man in motion. On the give, it's Robinson. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Xavier Woods there on the stop. They face 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Here's 3rd and 7. Throwing now, Cousins. He'll get this to McLeod. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
7-3 is the score. With 2 minutes to play in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now, Cousins. To the right, that's Pitts. Here comes 3rd and 6. Cousins. Open man is Mooney. He's got it. They get 12 yards on that pass. 1st down, Atlanta.
And that's an important conversion, not only because it keeps their offense on the field, and now they can go down and see if they can steal some late points. But either way, worst case scenario, Mike, if you're the offense here, you want to possess the ball going into halftime. Don't give your opponent a chance to go down and score on you. So big pickup there. Now we'll see if they can turn it into some points.
That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
To the outside, catch made by London. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. They have converted twice on 3rd down on this drive, and they need a yard here with 3rd and 1. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
And this is going to work out for them. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The home team's offense and Deontay Johnson getting set to get back to work. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in the first half, it's resulted in a big play that is borne out by those eye-popping numbers. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To throw is Dalton. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air, but they've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least one first down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now it's Dalton. Catch is made. That's Mingo. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. Whoa! And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Falcons offense going to get it one last time here late in the opening half. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A 1st down throw for Cousins. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins. He throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
All these defensive linemen, I promise you, they all want sacks. That is how you get paid. That is how you make your name. But it's also the other plays where you can affect the quarterback. Can you make them feel uncomfortable? Or in this case, you don't get the sack, but it was the hit that's able to alter the pass to fall incomplete.
So we've reached the intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll head down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the halftime report. These two teams making their way back out of their locker room, so that means we're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back out to Mike and Greg.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Here's Bijan Robinson, and the Falcon offense set for their next drive. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Here's Cousins throwing from the pistol. He's got his target. That's Pitts. And he's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
He's going to force his way for a yard or 2, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. Cousins now on 2nd down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Certainly not one of his better throws, but what I've loved out of this quarterback today, Mike, was just how aggressive he's remained throughout the entire course of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Even if it falls incomplete, it opens up everything else in this passing game, and they've had their way so far today. So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points, but after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
We're about ready now for the punt, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully, and that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. This team's offense trotting back out for their first involvement of this 2nd half. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Mingo, the man in motion. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. A run up the middle, it's Sanders. And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Caden Ellis in on that stop. Third and 6. Motion man sent right. Now Dalton. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
I think that play probably results in a completion if that protection just holds up a little bit longer. It was that initial pressure in the face of the quarterback that forced him to get rid of that ball a little bit earlier than he wanted. Disrupts that timing, ruins the play.
On now is the punt team for the Panthers, as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to see what they can do. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Cousins gonna throw. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Cousins now. He'll get this to Pitts once more. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Now, this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Cousins. That's into the hands of Werner, the tight end. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Now Robinson. And he'll get 6 on this one, moving it inside the 40-yard line. Now a 3rd and 2. Now whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Automatic first down.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They run over center with Robinson. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. And before the snap, we have a whistle. And this could very well be a false start. Second down, Cousins. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. You've got to find a way on 1st and 2nd down to stay ahead of the chains so 3rd down is not so daunting.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
The Falcons getting their punter out there. So that one going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, nothing more.
At some point, the offensive line cannot just be dependent on the perfect play call. Somebody has to win. Somebody has to distort the defense and create some space for the running back to run. In this case, nobody could win. Stop for no gain.
Dalton to throw. There's a short one caught by Sanders. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Throwing, Dalton. And this ball incomplete on third down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up fourth down.
Oh, but he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. There's Kirk Cousins. He and the Falcons set for their next drive. And he's had it going in the first half. Really had his way with the secondary. They have been powerless to stop him. Now, they're trying to keep it going. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Play action now. It's Cousins. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They'll run it here with Robinson. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
On first down, right back to Robinson. Still fighting. What a run. Shedding tacklers. Picks up 9 on the play. Second and a yard. They go play action with Cousins. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
Pitts is the man in motion. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 17-yard line. It's a big run by Robinson. It's a gain of 34.
Well, that right there, Mike, is your once-a-game reminder of just the importance of short tackling. This run never gets anywhere near where it ends up if that initial hit was stronger and he was able to take him down.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. On the carry, this is Tyler Algier. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. And here's Bijan. Oh! And the Falcons are going to be looking at a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 3-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been...
That is caught side of the end zone. Darnell Mooney. Touchdown, Atlanta.
And this is where it pays to have a strong arm to throw this sort of outbreaking route, Mike, towards the boundary in tight coverage. You got to have a lot of faith that you're going to get that ball there. If you're a little late or this ball is underthrown, it could result in a pick six the other direction. Instead, he fires it and he puts it on a line, and the result is a touchdown.
On is Koo for the point after. He's got it. And the Falcons extend their advantage to 14-3. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Panthers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. The motion man is Sanders. Here's Dalton. He's got his tight end, Sanders. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Slot receiver. Headed right. Dalton. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. That is knocked away downfield. Incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
Pretty unforgettable performance so far in the first half, Mike, and they're going to try to figure this out here in the second half and try to gain some momentum. Figure out what's going to work. Where are our matchups? And let's go try to put a drive together and get some points, because so far this has been a struggle and they just cannot get anything going through the air.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Falcons offense and running back Bijan Robinson headed back onto the field. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. London brought in motion. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll take this up to the 30. Pick up a 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Robinson. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
I'll tell you what, Mike, this is a guy that you do not want to have to tackle in space. I mean, the footwork, the agility, the ability to go side to side and then still have the burst and explosiveness to pick up big yards. I mean, this guy is a handful.
London brought in motion. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That'll be caught. It's Tyler Algier. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
And this game almost just flipped completely on his head. You find yourself with a lead, just trying to milk the clock away in the 4th quarter, and that's a gift. I mean, that defender just flat out drops the ball, and if he's able to secure that takeaway, this game looks very different for this offense.
A good run there to the 34-yard line. That is a first down.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
Here's 1st and 10. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump? So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. A gift, and here comes Robinson. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Here's 2nd and 2. Another run here for Robinson. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. To the right. That's Pitts. And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal. He'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
in trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
All the way back at the 14 now. Second down and goal. London brought in motion. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he's going to get this down to the 10-yard line. This defense in desperate need of a stop, and here comes third down. Now, Cousins. That one taken in. Drake, London. Touchdown, Falcons. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Here's Coop for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Falcons move out to a 21-3 advantage. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Blackshear. The Panthers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Things not looking good, but see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. To throw is Dalton. That's to the right, caught by Sanders. Look at the big guy rumble. That changes a lot. He's out of bounds all the way down at the 20-yard line. A big play to kick off this drive. 53 yards.
We just see each year more and more tight ends come into the league, Mike, that play according to more of like a modern style of football. And what I mean by that is, over the course of my career early on, there was a handful of guys that were downfield threats in the passing game, but they did a lot of stuff in the run game. They were really good extra pass protectors, and if you threw them the ball, they had very sure hands. But what we're seeing now is the ability to get deep and add layers into the secondary as a pass receiving threat, and not only do damage before they catch the ball, but so many of these guys have tremendous ability after the catch.
They face second down and 7. They'll run it. It's out of the gun, and it's Hubbard. A good run there for a gain of 6, but it's still going to be third and long. Receiver in motion, going right. Now it's Dalton. And this is going to be incomplete. That's great work to get in there and make things difficult defensively, setting up a fourth down.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction. And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here's Williams on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Falcons offense and Kirk Cousins heading back on the field. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. And a short pickup past the 25. Second down and 8. To throw is Cousins. That's caught right side. It's London. And he's going to be taken down at the 37.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock, and without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back. At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Give to Robinson from the pistol. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. Cousins. And that is incomplete.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
The Panthers offense back onto the field for their next possession. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with 1st down. The motion man is Sanders. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. And will mark him down up beyond the 30.
Desperation time now setting here in the 4th quarter. This is where the urgency of your 2-minute offense is so critical. How many plays can you run and how fast can you run them? Because one score is not going to do it. You're going to have to score and get the ball back and end up going down and punching it in again.
Now Dalton. Right back to Thomas. He's got it again. They'll keep it on the ground. It'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Well, this has been the story of the entire game, Mike, is just how well this defense has played, particularly against the run. There has been nowhere to operate for this offense, and it continued here on this last play.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. It's caught. Mingo with the grab. And he will score. Game on. Jonathan Mingo. Touchdown, Carolina. So they get the touchdown, and now it is a 9-point game. Greg, you can go for 1 and make it a 1-possession game. Or some people think about going for 2 here. What would you do?
I think I'm going for 2, Mike. Listen, the way you have to look at it is I need a 2-point conversion at some point. But I want to know now, am I down truly 2 scores, or am I able to get it down to 7 and truly make it a 1 score? So I'm going for 2 now, and I want to know what the rest of this game looks like. How many possessions do I need?
The kick here is good, so they are back within a possession. That gets it down to an 8-point game. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. McLeod now to return. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Falcons offense ready to get back to work. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. 1st down and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's Robinson. And he'll get this very close to a 1st down. A nice run there. He'll just end up a little bit short.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
They send him right out of the slot. On 3rd down, it's Robinson. And he's going to be close to that 1st down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a 1st down. Two minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Now Robinson. Past midfield to the 45. And he's going to be taken down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, they'll use another timeout on this side of it at 1:55. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the give, it's Robinson. And he'll get 4 on this one. Down inside the 40-yard line now. Here's a 2nd and 6. Here's Robinson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. Here's 3rd and 2. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So it's a win for the visiting Falcons. They were the aggressors from the start, able to dictate the pace of play, and in the end, they come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.